Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Well, just because I can, and I continue with Realms of the Haunting, Blind. I'm here in Florentine's library, so let's explore that.
Planter. Candle.
Tallow, I believe.
Map of Europe. Smoke damaged.
Okay.
Parchment. Written by hand. Parchment. Written by hand.
Stone tower. Puzzle. Incarceration. What's all this about?
In my dream, I come at once upon a tall stone tower within a something where there dwelt the one who reigns over incarceration? Incantation? His name was Surreal, and he said unto me, I walked the gardens. The key is there. If they can but solve my riddle and pass by my code, by my ear, by my something. I answered not, and went forth, and went from that green place, and did not speak with one by a sprinkling fountain, who called himself the tender of that place. How pleasant this place! How pleasant this place is to the eye and ear. I talked to him across the steam. He answered, but not for those who come with heart, with hate, with haste. Damn it! I find this the choice of the font and the size of the text to be a little bit difficult for me to read at times. With a call like a bird, did the gardener change his form to that of a mysterious beast that I fled from, and I fled from the light that powered that did something from its jaw. I assume it's in essence it means it emanated from its jaw, but I don't know what this word is supposed to be. From the light that appeared from its jaw, Riziel, the jailer, has him, and the powers of the instrument fears him too, for he has the powers to set all free. Seek him only at the last, for the tower in which he abides lies center to the vast puzzle which few men have solved. Audience is never granted, but his image can sometimes be perceived as traveler walking the endless gardens of his domain, endlessly striving to unlock the key to his puzzle. His domain is a place of beauty, but not to be fooled, for it is a dwelling place of those who have failed the puzzle and must dwell eternally within the dark prison below. Those who have something hard and their need is great, enough, will solve the puzzle and find themselves within the tower at last, where a key can be found that locks of the world are no match for. The key is the key of tears, but tread close and stealthily, for there is a presence known as the jailer that hears thine footsteps. Then all is lost, and the trap will be sprung. Stealth is key. All those who tread this place, take note and remember my words, for they are true. Okay, unfortunately for me, there is more. In most, but not all accounts of the something, Riziel appears as a tall man wearing black garment, his movements accompanied by the sounds of chains and keys banging together. His form is the one most associated with state offices? What? State affairs? He mostly appears as in a monstrous humanoid form, limbs stretched out of proportion, with skeletal bat-like wings protruding from his back. His teeth are gold, and his eyes are of the silver of the monstrous keychain that swings by his side. Riziel's imminent appearance is always heralded by a loud sound of his key being twisted in a lock, and his departure ends with the deafening crash of a door closing. Authors unknown, unsourced documents secured from the merchant ship Condor? Century 14th. Okay, Florentine. Okay, so the Key of Tears is necessary to free Hawk, right? And apparently is hidden behind some kind of a puzzle that few men can solve. Map of the tower complete. Okay. So, 1588 AD, the tower. Sheol, Arkfa, Rakfia, Helad. So Helad is Earth. So this gives me a way to navigate the tower when I get back there. Although it isn't that, like, it doesn't really help me that much from the looks of it, because I don't really understand what those mean, for example, or how would I even get here. There doesn't seem to be passage, but I will try to remember that I have it. If I get truly lost.
Quill and ink. Someone likes to use the old method.
Expensive too. Golden nib.
Okay, I cannot inspect his books.
Parchment. Handwritten. Handwritten text.
What's it say?
This reads like some religious text.
Definitely no apocrypha I've ever read.
Whilst walking Rakfia, it is the place of the spirit and is watched over by the power of the jailer. In my dream I came at once upon a tall stone tower where there dwelt powers who reigned over incarceration. He is the aforementioned, and he said unto me, as I walked the garden, the key of tears is in thy. The key of tears is thine if they can but solve my puzzle, and these pass by my ear. I answered not. Wait. I read that already. What's up with that? I read the exact... Or did I? I read that fragment at the very least. The key of tears is thine if they can but solve my puzzle, and these pass by my by my ear, whatever. I answered not, and went from that place, and did not speak with the one that stood by the fountain. How pleasant this place to thy eye and ear! I called to him across the stream. He answered, but not for those who come to deceive. with a call like a bird. That soul changed in form to that of a monstrous beast I fled from, and I fled from the light that poured. Oh, the poured was the word. Poured from its jaw. I walked then into a place of Arkva, and was told by the first soul not to write of this place, if I was to receive what was rightfully mine. I felt that place. I left that place and awoke with the mask of his word upon my arm, with the mark of his word upon my arm, to remind me of the pact. Though through smoke and fire, hail and ice, I came upon the place of ice and fire, known to men as Hell, these terrible halls of eternal woe, that is Sheol, where seasons differ greatly from our own, being longer and with heavier, and with being longer and with harvests and sowing at wider intervals. The people who live by the shores of Sheol are able to cross the whirlwind spaces, to visit all of the places of the universe, can speak all other languages. Authors unknown, unsourced document. Okay, so I guess he was just he was quoting part of this document in the other
Planter.
in the other piece of writing.
Parchment. Parchment. Handwritten.
What's it say?
Parchment on historical and legendary Cornwall.
Might be something useful in that.
Legendary Cornwall. Documents on fact and fiction. Collected texts copied from source. The legend of Hell's Stone. According to the legend, the devil was flying over Cornwall with a huge boulder to block the entrance to Hell when Saint Michael challenged him to battle. In the battle, the devil dropped the stone, and where it fell, the place became known as Hell's Stone, or now commonly known as Hellstone. Oh, so the village we're currently at. To celebrate this victory, the people of the town danced through the streets, and it became known as the I can't read that, as a dance which still takes place upon the closest Saturday to the festival of the town's patron saint, Archangel Saint Michael. What? It doesn't make sense. I don't think angels are saints. Like, I don't think angels can be saints. They are angels. Archangel Michael is just Archangel Michael. He isn't Saint Michael. Saint Michael would be I'm sure there is a Saint Michael. Would be a human who has done something in his life that would warrant the church declaring him a saint. But I don't think you refer to angels as saint. Like, they are angels. They are a different class of being. So I'm a bit confused by that. But okay. Land's End. Legend says that the entrance to Lyonesse was once to be found at Land's End. Fishermen today still say that the drowned buildings of Lyonesse can sometimes be seen around the Seven Stone Lighthouse, Port Isaac, a short way from the village lies the remains of Castle Damelock, where the Earl of Cornwall, Gourlay, was killed by the hand of the king, Uther Pendragon. Uther followed Jaina, the dead earl's wife, to Tintagel, and with the aid of Merlin, assumed the form of Gourlay to seduce this wife of the earl, who conceived a child later known as King, that later became King Arthur. Yeah, because Uther Pendragon was legendarily the father. I knew that already. I don't know the exact sort of... I don't know that much. Okay, I somehow managed to crash the game, so let's continue. Saint Michael's Mount. The Cornish name for the place is the ancient rock in the wood, because at low tide there can be seen fossilized remains of an ancient forest which once covered the coast at St. Michael's Mount. Okay. There's another page as well. Talent? Falland? The Vicar of Talent. What? The Vicar of Talent, Person Dodge, enjoyed fame as an exorcist in the early part of the 18th century. What? Tiuk? Pronounced Trove? I can't read that. I can't discern the letters. I'm not sure if I'm turning blind. Like, I should be wearing my glasses, to be honest. I wear glasses, but I normally don't need them to read. I just wear them when driving. But maybe I should be wearing them now, because I'm starting to think I might be going blind or something. Like, I can't read this text sort of effectively. But that's kind of a little bit on the font as well, and the size of it. I really find it a bit unwieldy. But anyway, this place was once the grand house of a powerful and influential family. Approximately 200 years ago, the squire? The esquire, someone gave chase to a white hare, which disappeared into the cave. When that person found the hare, it is changed into a witch, and he further discovered that the cave was a coven led by demons, who the person recognized as the same stranger who had seduced his wife sometime before. The person emerged from the cave after some time later, demented and totally insane. That person and his hunting dogs haunt the place to this very day. Okay, and some other place. A legend would have it that many years ago, two miners were passing the can one late night, and were overtaken by a black-robed horseman who asked them if they would watch a wrestling match. The by now horrified and terrified miners accepted, but found that they had joined a party of demons, and that the horseman was in fact the devil. During the match, one of the demons was thrown against a rock, and the two miners, who were still shocked, who still showed a sense of Christian love, whispered a prayer into its ear as it appeared to be dying. As they spoke the prayer, the very land rumbled and groaned, as the whole demonic troop were consumed by the earth in a fearsome black cloud. Okay, that's pretty badass, actually. That's pretty badass, and on the other hand, kind of funny how the text seems to present what they did. Like, the demon was dying, and the men, being devout Christians, their sort of first instinct was to whisper a prayer for the dead, even though the dying was a demon, and because of that, it ended up swallowing the entire demonic coven. that security spirit is kind of hilarious. He called the alarm on me, but still was, polite enough to say his goodbyes when I was leaving. Okay, I assume the game wants me to go back to the tower, right? And look for a passage to Rakvia to go through that puzzle and get the Key of Tears. So that is what I am going to do. Hopefully it is what I'm supposed to be doing. But that's essentially my best bet for now.
Combine the face with the soul, traveler. Become as one to walk the tower.
This is useless. We haven't found a way to get to Raquia. We could go on forever in this damn place.
Indeed you could. The way to Raquia cannot be found in this corner of the tower. You must look to your own world for another gate.
Where should we look then?
I'm sorry. I cannot help you there. I am of this place, not of your world.
Can you tell us anything about Raquia?
Raquia is the realm of the spirits. That is all I can say.
We've heard the name Raziel before. Can you tell us anything about him? Anything at all?
Raziel is the master of the realm of Raquia, the demon of internment. He has the power to grant imprisonment, and the power to grant freedom to those who can pass his tests.
What sort of tests?
I cannot divulge that secret. His tests constantly change.
Look, we've really got nothing to go on. Is there anything you can tell us? Just a hint.
I cannot. I must go now. Till next we meet. Farewell.
Okay, so he's saying that I'm not going to get to Rakvia from this part of the from this part of the tower, and I'm supposed to find another gate back on Earth to get through, and it will get me to another part of the tower. But I don't really remember any places. I don't really remember any places that had a gate in here, other than, I found a couple of gates, but they were all... okay, I remember this. This is the demons that seem to be invulnerable.
Plenty of this rubble around.
The structure doesn't look too safe, does it?
Maybe there was a gate here. I don't remember. Fighting them hand to hand seems like not a great idea. So let's test this, I guess. I think there's a non-zero possibility that they are actually indestructible. Okay. Yeah, I guess as far as weapons are concerned, they actually kind of are indestructible. So I'm supposed to destroy them by crashing them against the ceiling. Okay. No gates in here. As I said, I don't remember any that I might have missed or... Oh, wait. I just remembered something. Possibly quite important, because the statuette that I used to get to the library, right? I think that how do I get to where I was? I think that there was another door that had a similar slot beside it. So maybe I can remove it. Maybe I was supposed to remove it when I fled the library and try it at a different location. So let's do just that. Okay, I can remove it, which seems to add further fuel to my theory, because if I didn't need it anymore, why would they program a way to remove it in the first place? I'm pretty sure I remember there being another door with... Yeah.
The symbol's glowing.
I believe it's designed to either keep us in or keep something out.
Won't budge. Plenty of this rubble around.
The structure doesn't look too safe, does it?
Plenty of dead rats around. I wonder if they're supposed to show me the way?
Coat stand. Coat stand.
Oh.
By the seven be bound. By the seven to come. Power of one. Thy will be done.
Okay.
There's some sort of symbol in there.
Probably a fire glyph to keep the flames going.
Torch. Wonder who put that there.
There's power coming from the torch, Adam. The flame's magical. It might have been lit for years.
Protection or summoning?
Summoning. Definitely summoning.
Some sort of altar. Weird carvings.
I've a feeling those carvings might not be carvings at all. They seem to be moving.
Maybe later. 3 green crystals. They feel odd.
It's the power in them, Adam. It's incredibly strong.
It seems I can only carry the one.
What do you think these green crystals are?
I'm not sure, but we've seen at least one of them before.
My father. Right. That chain around his neck. The reason he said he was kept here.
Correct. And whatever the stones are, they're very powerful. A fragment of a whole.
And whatever the whole, its power is going to be like nothing we've seen yet. Maybe later.
Okay, apparently I can't carry more than one at a time. Presumably maybe because they are so powerful that they would destroy my mind. Or something.
Now that's impressive. You think someone prays here?
More than likely, yes.
Then let's start right now. How about praying for some miracle to save us?
Is that Hawk? Because he's an angel and he's in chains. Okay. Oh, and there is...
Come closer. Walk unto the gate.
There is indeed another gate.
Combine the face with the soul, traveler. Become as one to...
And this should transport me to a different part of the... Okay, the pistol is very ineffective. That's better.
Raquia lies to the north, traveler. Raquia can be located in the east. The path to Heled is to be found in the south. Traveler, look to the west, and there ye shall find Heled.
Okay, I'm going to explore everywhere.
The seals are fast. Where is the power you promised? Answer me, Abaddon.
Anyway. Maybe destroying those creatures doesn't actually matter, seeing how they can't seem to move?
Seven are the stones and seals. With thy word, are they enough?
Okay, the presence of enemies here seems to indicate that it's probably an important location. Otherwise, from a gameplay perspective, there would be little reason to make it guarded.
We all labor against our own cure. Death is... Know that you approach the divine realm. Traveler, you have no device to gain rightful passage unto this place. Turn back and seek the device of passing.
Ah, so that's a portal to Rakfa or whatever.
Tower Gate.
Magical portal.
So that's not the correct way to go for now, although I presume by the end of the game, obviously I probably will have visited all four of the realms, so Earth, Sheol, Arkfa, and Rakfia.
has come. Look there, above the mount. The legions of darkness that come to me, to me. Rally to the banner.
Doesn't appear to be working. Doesn't appear to be working.
Okay, I have to pause for a second, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I think I was getting shot at. And indeed I was. I'm pretty close to dying, actually. And running out of healing items, which is not a great position to be in.
A man will come, but his face is hidden to me, my lord.
Am I going up? I think I am going up in a spiral of sorts. And there is a pedestal here. Okay, and I guess this must be the gardens of Rakhvia that were talked about in that scroll. They seem peaceful enough at first glance. There are birds chirping in the background. It's all very green and lush. You know, appearances might be deceiving. So who knows what exactly am I going to find here. Okay, this shrubbery just did a rather weird movement, which I'm not sure if I'm supposed to take that at face value as something that's supposed to happen in game, or is it a limitation of the engine? Because from this perspective it seems to curve rather than be straight. Interesting. Interesting and kind of weird. Didn't really want to fire. Again, did that by accident. Oh, so there are enemies here. Okay, that took a longer time than I anticipated originally. I did remember that I have a map of this place. So, that's where I came. I assume that's where I came in from the tower, right? That's why it depicts the tower here. So, right now I would say somewhere. Okay, I don't really get that, because this doesn't look like the road I've taken. Where is the river and the bridge, for example? Okay, it doesn't really help me to the degree I would have liked it to. I think I'm just going to wander around for a bit. Although it is a maze, it is supposed to confuse me. And it is supposed to be, you know, a maze is supposed to be a puzzle in and of itself, kind of. I'm pretty sure this is mirrored on both sides, and those little ponds. Yeah. Okay. This seems to be going to some important place. There's like a spire in the background. I can't comment on any of those.
It looks hopeful.
What was that?
I'm not certain. I have an idea.
It seems I have visitors to my garden.
Who's that?
If you cannot see that which binds you, how much harder it is to escape. Thus do little mortals fall into the web.
So, trespassers, what do you here?
I have that which enables me to pass. I come in good faith.
As to that, I will be the judge.
Judge, jury, and jailer?
Just so. Bear me no malice for this.
It is my life's work to carry out that fellow purpose.
I gain no pleasure from it.
We come in search of a key. We seek to free a man you hold prisoner.
It is long since anyone came to play my games. Understand that the stakes are high. If you err too often, if you wake me, then you and your lady become my prisoners also, for me to keep until Judgment Day.
May not have too long to wait then.
You mentioned games and stakes. What games are these?
The first test
is to find the spirit ring. Without this, you may not enter my tower. The key is yours if you can solve the riddle and pass by my ear without waking me.
Is it the key of tears? I have to know that it's this key before we take the test.
There is only one key to be won here in my domain. Know that when used for its correct purpose, the magic contained within will be unmade, and the key will be rendered useless to you.
Is the key required to be returned once its purpose has been met?
No. The power of the key is all that you need.
The material key itself is merely a vessel. As the body carries the soul, the key carries the essence and power of freedom.
Come on, let's go. We've no time to waste.
Fool boy! You stumbled blindly into my house without knowing all. The first test is to find the spirit ring. Without this, you may not enter my tower. The key is yours if you can solve the riddle.
Okay, I think there was a ring engraved here, but maybe this is actually the end. Maybe this is the tower of the jailer. But where would be the entrance then? Like, where did I come from? Judging by this map. It should display like a symbol for Heled or something. Or I guess alternatively, this is the beginning of the maze itself, and it ends in the Tower of the Jailer, and it would be like orientated from here. So would be like I enter here, so then I would have to go left and blah 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 and so on. It is relatively easy to test because I have to check if this ends in a dead end. It does. So in that case, I think I understand it correctly, and I do enter from here. So I have to go left and then right and then left and then forward and then left, or maybe right after all. Some of the lines are kind of squiggly and weird. No, I think it's left actually. I need to get to here, right? To find the spirit ring first. Does it go all the way around? It's kind of difficult to tell. Well, anyway, I will do it next time because this episode has been long enough. So I am going to save and end it for now. That's all for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.